made a saison a little bit ago. I used very, very old yeast. It was 1.5 years old. I have very old saison strains in jars here. It was highly questionable, this yeast. Doesn't look good, but I think it was a little too questionable. I got a picture of something that happened after I fermented. That green stuff is highly likely mold. It's very unfortunate. I knew the risks going into it. These are the risks you take sometimes, at least for me, on the channel. Look where it is now. I don't see any green stuff on here. I'll show you. There's great resources on Milk the Funk Wikipedia, or the wiki, about mold. The dangers of it, where it comes from, how to look out for it, all that kind of stuff. And pictures of what mold could look like. I combed through it, and I thought for a second mine might have been a little bit of hot matter on there, but it was blue and fuzzy, or like dark, weird green and fuzzy. I also know it was mold, or have a high suspect that it was, because the yeast I had was 1.5 years old, and it's likely that something got in that time. If it was a fresh batch of yeast, that could be a different discussion. But that's mold. So I cannot drink this. I will not use it. But join me, won't you, in the funeral of the beer. Time to put it to rest. It is done. Unfortunate. That thing smelled good too. That's rough. But you know what? All's not lost. With the end of a life can come a new life. I'm doing this again. Yeah, I'm not going to be let down by this. This isn't good. This is not going to stop me. So let's rip through the steps and go taste this puppy. This is the one. I know it. I know it for a fact. I'm also not going to use really old yeast this time. I'm going to get some fresh stuff. Here we are. Bottled is done. The bottling has happened. It's efficient. It went well. It made it. It actually did it. I will screenshot the gravity, the final gravity on this right now, so you can see it. Dirty glassware aside. Nice color. Very nicely carbonated. It has that like really tight like bubbles on the top, not that big stuff. Really, really beautiful actually. The smell is pretty good. Very mild Brett coming in there. More clove, like a spice sort of thing going on. So the 3711 did its job. Yeah, very minimal funk. I did pitch them at the same time. I get more funk when I pitch Brett later. I think studies show that if you pitch Brett earlier, with more carbohydrates to chew on, the more fruitier it can get. That's nice. It's hoppy. Really perfect balance of hop actually, and bitter with what I used. The other saison that I had to dump down the drain was more pungent with that like Brett forward flavor and smell. I didn't taste it, so just the smell I should say. This doesn't have that. It's a little more of like a clean, hoppy saison, which I guess was my original intent anyway. The Brett is in there, but it's very minimal. The Belgian sour mix I used, I think the hoppy stuff in there, I think it was more intended to be a sour. And all the hops I had in there, it killed that, probably. It's very unique, actually. Really enjoy it. Really crisp, really nice bite to it. The hops are like kind of earthy and dirty. That could be also the Brett taking over, just a tiny bit. But it also has this nice little fruit sort of dankness thing going on. I could probably enter this into a Belgian IPA and it might do okay. I don't know if the judges would want more of like a Belgian aroma and full flavor to it than it's having. But it could do okay. Well, there you go. I salvaged it. Entirely different strains. But I couldn't just dump that beer and let it go. So I got what I wanted, a drinkable saison that's hoppy, and I would say the goal has been achieved, aside from the hiccup. The weird thing is I never mess up and nothing ever goes wrong in my brew days or post brew days. It's always smooth. Thank you for watching. Just keep doing your thing and getting weird. Experiment with Brett, experiment with hops, and all of it. See you next time.